As you may or may not know, I really love the UI that Windows Mobile has. However, unfortunately, Windows Mobile is being discontinued. Luckily, Android's material design is very similar to Microsoft's Fluent design, so today I'm going to be showing you how you can make your Android phone look and function like a Windows phone. Let's get right into it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is open up the Play Store, and we are going to want to search for a few things. The first thing we're going to want to search for is an app called Wycons. Now, Wycons is the icon pack that we'll be using on our Windows Phone setup. The next thing we're going to want to search for is Squarehome 3, which is an Android launcher that is in the style of Windows. I would also recommend getting the Squarehome Key or Squarehome Pro, because we will be using it later in the tutorial to make it look more Windows Phone-like. Anyways, let's just wait for it to install, and bam! Now we're going to want to open it up, and it will bring us to our first time setup, quick setup thing, wizard, I don't know. And we're going to want to tap start or swipe to the right, well, from the right. And we are going to want to set our background effect to transparent, although you can change it to your likings. I recommend transparent. And we're going to want to set the tile size to 3. We are also going to want to check notification access to get live tile support. Then we are going to give Squarehome notification access, hit back, and then hit next. We are going to want the checklist type and sort it by name, hit next, and then hit done. I don't know why it's asking me for this again, but if it asks you for the wizard again for some reason, just hit next, 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 next. And done. Now we're going to want to pinch to open the menu, and we're going to tap menu and tap home options. Now I'm going to set it as my default home. And boom, it's my default home now. Now we're going to swipe in again, hit menu, and hit home options. And this is where you might want to have Pro. Now, icon style, you don't need Pro, but yeah, we're going to set our icon pack to Wycons. But now we're going to want to go to tile size and style, and we're going to want to set our text size to 135. Now, this is the part where you will need Pro, because you're going to want to set your text alignment to left. And now we are going to set our typeface to the same one Windows Phone uses. So now you're going to want to open up your favorite browser, and you're going to want to search for SEGOEUI, and then font download. I will also provide a link into the description, and we're going to download it from thefontfree.net, and we're going to want to download it. Now, this is a zip file, so you will need an archive utility. I'm going to be using zarchiver. That is, if it wants to download, I will. It doesn't really want to download. Okay, I'm going to a different website because it's not downloading. Here we go. So we're going to want to download the font. And we're going to want to tap download font for desktop. And it will say if it will begin in a moment. Now, it will be a zip file, so you will need a archive utility. I'm going to use zarchiver. That's my favorite archive utility for Android. So then you can open it up. And we're just going to want to tap the segoui.ttf, and we're going to want to extract it into our downloads folder or something, somewhere. I'm going to extract it onto my SD card. Now, once that is done, you're going to want to go back to Squarehome, back to the menu, then back to home settings, and then back to tile size and style. And we're going to set the text typeface to the one we just downloaded. So we're going to allow it to access our files. We're going to go to the SD card, and we're going to select the font file. And now we will select it. So now we will sort of have a Windows Phone style font. Now, some more Pro features we will activate is we're going to want to go into Behavior and UI, and we're going to want to enable Dark UI. we are also going to want to head over to notifications on tile, and we're going to want to enable count on badge. So we are finally done configuring Squarehome. If you want, you can add some apps that you commonly use to the home screen. So I'm going to add stuff like, let's do CX File Manager just for an example. And if you allow storage permissions, it will give you photo access, although I'm going to have to bore that out now, so yeah. Now the next thing we need is a lock screen. Now I do not usually recommend custom lock screens. They're insecure and they are usually riddled with ads, but I found a good one that is in the style of Windows Phone. It's called Canyon Lock Screen. Now it does have ads by default, however, Pro is pretty cheap, so I'd recommend getting Pro for it if you want it. And it will download, and once it's downloaded, you're going to want to open it up, like so, and it will say your device is protected by code or fingerprint. So you're going to want to head over to settings, which it will do automatically, and you're going to want to go to security and location, and you're going to want to tap on screen lock pin, enter in your pin, and then hit none for your screen lock, and then hit remove. Now we're going to want to go back to the lock screen app, and now just disable it and enable it now. And you can enable disable security if you want. I'm not gonna enable a pin. And now when you lock your phone, which I'm not gonna do because I'm in airplane, because I'm recording, when you lock your phone, it will show a custom lock screen. So yeah. Now if your phone is on Android Pie or newer, and you have navigation gestures enabled, you're going to want to go to settings, system, gestures, and then disable swipe up on home button if you're on Android Pie or newer. I already have it off because I was testing some Windows Phone features out earlier and I forgot to enable it again, but yeah, that's something I'd recommend doing. Okay. So now we're going to want to install Cortana so that we can use the Microsoft Assistant on our fake Windows Phone. So you're going to want to open up the Play Store. Oops, didn't mean to do that. You're going to want to open up the Play Store. For whatever reason, the Play Store is not working. There we go. And you're going to want to look up Cortana. So on the Play Store, open it up, then hit install. It will download. It's about 50 megabytes. Once it's downloaded, you're going to want to open it, and it will make you sign in with a Microsoft account, which sucks, but you have to do it if you want Cortana. I'm probably just going to uninstall Cortana once this tutorial's over, because Google Assistant's better, but whatever. It will say, hi, I'm Cortana, your personal assistant. Oops. And it will ask to access your location. I'm going to put deny. And you're going to want to sign in. So let me just do that really quickly. Once you're signed in, you can hit skip when it asks if you'd like to add Cortana to your home screen. And we'll ask if it would like to record audio, and you're going to hit allow, because that's how it will record your voice when you activate it. You now want to go to settings, which takes forever to load for some reason. Then go to phone settings. Click on set Cortana as personal assistant, click on assist app, and then click Cortana, and then hit OK. Then if you long press the home button, as you can see, Cortana is now on your phone. So hey Cortana. One of the things Windows Phone is known for is how good its keyboard is. So we are going to download Swiftkey, which is a keyboard made by Microsoft with many of the same features as Windows Phone, although unfortunately it doesn't look very much like Windows Phone. Once it is installed, you're going to want to open it up. Then you're going to want to enable Swiftkey, which for some reason is already done. Then hit select Swiftkey and hit get better predictions. So then once that's done, click on not now. And you're going to want to head over to themes and choose one you like. I like the default dark theme, however, nickel, lapis lazuli, and and Carbon and Neon are cool in my opinion. You can also choose your size of your keyboard. I like it a bit bigger. And boom, we're done. It's so easy to type on now. For our web browser, we are going to want to use Microsoft Edge because it looks the most like Windows Phone. It has good integration with Windows 10, and it's made by Microsoft. So, yeah. Once Microsoft Edge is done installing, you're going to want to open it up, and it will most likely ask you if you'd like to sign up with a Microsoft account. I'm going to click on Skip, and it will ask to see your browsing history. Just choose yes or no if you want. And it will ask if it's your default browser. Set it to yes if you really want to go for that Windows Phone layout, but I'm just going to revert back to Chrome after this video ends. Now, once you open up Edge, you're going to want to head over to Settings, Appearance, and then change it to a dark theme, because Windows Phone uses a dark theme. So, yeah, now you have a browser that looks quite a bit like Windows Phone. For our email client, we're going to use a program called Aqua Mail. Now, sure, Outlook is on Android, however, it doesn't look much like Windows Phone, and there's no dark theme. So, Aqua Mail, we can actually make it look pretty similar to Windows Phone. So, I'll show you how to do that once it decides to install on my phone. Now, once Aqua Mail is downloaded, you're going to want to open it and set up your email, which I'm going to do really quickly. Now, once you open up the app, you can just click Skip for Get Started, and you're going to want to hit the hamburger menu and go to Settings. Now, once you are in Settings, we are going to want to head over to Look and Feel, Color Theme, and then Dark Including Messages. And now we have a Windows Phone styled whoops, I don't know what happened there. Now we have a Windows Phone styled mail app. My phone gets very slow when I'm recording because it's a budget phone. Now we have a Windows Phone style mail app, although I don't really want to show my emails, so yeah. Okay, so for our music player, we're going to want to use BlackPlayer, which is a Windows Phone kind of Windows Phone style music player. So we're going to go to our settings to make it look more like Windows Phone. And we are going to want to head over to Interface, and then go to Pages, and we're going to want to remove folders and enable playlists, and then you can sort of move these around to your likings. I'm going to do albums first. Yeah, like that. And I'm going to disable genres because my music is not tagged correctly. Once that's done, you're going to want to set tracks to be viewed as a minimalistic list, just as they are on Windows Phone. You're going to want to view artists as a grid, view albums as a grid, and then view genres by, well, whichever you want, I guess. Now we have a sort of Windows Phone look for BlackPlayer. Now BlackPlayer does cost money. It costs about $3.29, so keep that in mind. Alright, so now we're going to talk about some apps that are no longer in the Play Store. However, I have download links in the description for them. We have 7+ WP Calculator, which is an awesome looking calculator app in the style of Windows Phone. And while Squarehome already has a contact section, Squarehome doesn't have a dialer, and that's where Windows Phone 7 Contact Lite comes in. It is a Windows Phone style contacts and dialers, so yeah. Anyways, I hope this video helped you out in some way, and thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.